Well, three of Canada's closest allies, the United States, United Kingdom and Australia, have revealed new details about their trilateral military alliance, which aims to counter China's influence in the Indo-Pacific region. U.S. President Joe Biden held a joint news conference in San Diego yesterday with the Prime Ministers of the UK and Australia, outlining the next steps of the AUKUS Pact. The big headline, the takeaway, U.S. and UK will help Australia develop a fleet of nuclear-powered submarines. Chris Reyes is in New York with the latest.
This partnership was first announced in 2021, but as you mentioned, we're hearing details for the first time when President Joe Biden gave a statement side by side, the Australian and the UK Prime Ministers, with the submarines as a backdrop in San Diego Harbor. And what we heard is that under this deal, Australia will be buying 5 nuclear-powered submarines from the U.S. This deal is worth more than $300 billion U.S. dollars. We'll see the three countries sharing technology and training resources. This will mean that the U.S. will be making more visits to Australian ports. And let me read to you, John, exactly what President Joe Biden said about this partnership. He said AUKUS has one overriding objective, and that is to enhance the stability of Indo-Pacific amid rapidly shifting global dynamics. The purchase of these submarines is meant to strengthen the naval capabilities of Australia amid growing concerns over China's influence in the area. President Biden, however, was very quick to make clear that these are nuclear-powered submarines, not nuclear-armed submarines. Australia has signed the non-nuclear proliferation treaty and has made a promise never to acquire nuclear weapons. And President Biden said that's not going to change with this deal.
Still, though, the country at the center of all this, China. So how are they responding?
Absolutely. Some very strong language from China's foreign ministry spokesperson just this morning, calling this announcement a dangerous path. Let me read to you what he said. He said that these three countries have gone further and further down a wrong and dangerous road for their own selfish political gains, in complete disregard of the concerns of the international community. And that spokesperson went on to say that they actually believe that this deal is in violation of non-proliferation nuclear treaties. And, it was surprising to the former Prime Minister of Australia, John, that China would come out not just with strong language, but also would directly address the United States, which is not something that they commonly do. They often use much more vague language when speaking about the U.S. Have a listen to what he had to say.
And I do believe it further accelerates China's preparedness militarily for a future action over Taiwan, if and when Xi Jinping so chooses.
And President Biden was asked point blank whether he believes that this announcement of this partnership will be seen as aggression by China, and he flat out said no. He did say that he plans to talk to President Xi Jinping soon.
Chris Reyes reporting there at the United Nations in New York.